everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to Queen Ahmadiyyah TV presents The Root of All Evil. So now this story is clearly nefarious, okay? So let's get ready to get into it. In the meantime, everyone, please go ahead and like and share this video. Subscribe to the channels. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live on this channel, okay? Thank you all for returning right back to the chats. So let's get into it. The nefariousness continues, people. So, husband's death is blamed on alligators, but prosecutors say his wife ordered him killed for $1.75 million in insurance money. So, and this happened in Tallahassee, Florida. Now, with a plot that echoes a well-known Hollywood masterpiece, a trial began Tuesday for a Florida woman, accused of helping orchestrate the death of her husband in order to secure a massive insurance payout. Now, prosecutors contended that Denise Williams planned the December 2000 slaying of her husband with a man that she was having an affair with, and she would later go on to marry. Now, on a cold morning in North Florida, Mike Williams disappeared while duck hunting on a large lake west of Tallahassee. And initially, it was believed that he had fallen from his boat and that his body had been devoured by alligators. But his disappearance triggered a massive search by local and state authorities. It was then revealed years later that Williams had died from a gunshot blast to the head, and he'd been buried near a lake north of the state capitol. Now, the man who shot him was his best friend and insurance agent, Brian Winchester, who confessed last year to the killing and repeated the confession in court. Now, at the time of his death, Williams had 3 life insurance policies worth $1.75 million. Sex, lies, and deceit. This was how Assistant State Attorney John Fuchs described the case against 48-year-old Denise Williams, which resembles the plots of the famed 1940s film noir classic Double Indemnity. If you all saw that movie, because I didn't, but they said reminds them of that plot. Now, Williams is charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and accessory after the fact in killing her husband. Without a body, Denise Williams petitioned to have him declared dead due to an accidental drowning. She married Winchester in December of 2005, but the relationship soured and they divorced in 2016. So then Winchester pleaded no contest to kidnapping his ex-wife at gunpoint and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Now, the very next day, authorities announced that Mike Williams's remains were found at the end of a dead-end road after they received new information. The body had been discovered 2 months earlier, but the state's Department of Law Enforcement needed to confirm through DNA test that it was actually Mike Williams. Now, Philip Padovano, one of the attorneys representing Denise Williams, asserted to jurors that Tuesday that there is no proof of his client having an affair with Winchester or even having helped in the plot of the killing. Yeah, right. They say there is no tangible evidence or physical evidence to connect Denise Williams to this crime. No confession, no admission, nothing. Now, he told them that Winchester has been given immunity from murder charges in exchange for his testimony and that he was given a lighter sentence in his kidnapping case. In order to find Williams guilty, Padovano told the jury that you will have to rely on the word of a murderer and a convicted felon. Now, in testimony later that Tuesday, Winchester described his long-running affair with Denise Williams. He said that Mike Williams told him that Denise had stopped having sex with him and that he was growing suspicious about her activities. Winchester said the growing suspicion and the fact that one of Mike Williams' insurance policies was about to lapse led him and Denise to killing. He said, "We knew our window of opportunity was closing." This is what he testified to in court. He then tearfully described the plot to kill Williams. Oh, now he wants to cry. Please pay attention. So he tearfully described it as he sat there. Now you're all choked up after you done committed a whole murder for money, no less. Now you want to cry? Oh, okay. Please spare us the crocodile tears So he described it. He said he had intended to drown him by pushing him from his canoe. But he said he panicked when he saw Williams struggling in the water to get out of his jacket and duck waters and shot him. He said he dragged Williams' body back to shore, but put him in his truck and buried him hours later. He says, when I shot him, it was dark and there was a bright flash, Winchester testified, later adding that I had to make it happen. I had no choice. Now, the first day of the trial ended before attorneys for Williams had a chance to cross-examine him. He said he had no choice. How nefarious is that? So you had to kill the man? Okay. Isn't that awful? And then you want to sit there and start to cry. Wanted to sit there and start to cry, honey. Let me tell y'all something. Let me show y'all this video of this foolishness. Hold on, let me share my screen. In the meantime, everyone, please get the likes up. Please get the likes up. Please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time I go live on this channel.
His body was presumed eaten by alligators. Fast forward 16 years. Brian Winchester and Denise have married and separated. He kidnaps her at gunpoint, fearing she'll pin the murder on him. She talks him down, then goes to police. On the day he was sentenced for kidnapping, she asked for the maximum.
It comes down to my life or his.
Unknown to Denise, Brian had already spilled his guts to investigators.
And I ended up shooting him.
He also claims Denise helped plan everything. $1 million. The motive? $1.75 million in life insurance that she collected. After interviewing 100 jurors, the trial began with prosecutors telling them it was time to end 21 years of sex, lies, and deceit. But Denise's lawyer told the jury that they'd have plenty of reasonable doubts before the trial was over.
That he felt as though Mrs. Williams threw him under the bus by turning him in for kidnapping, and that he should now throw her under the bus.
The state has taken the death penalty off the table, but Denise Williams could face life in prison on any of 3 charges: conspiracy, murder, and being an accessory after the fact. Reporting from the state capitol, I'm Mike Massalinda.
Well, what a nefarious plot that was. But let me tell you this. How stupid was she to turn him in for the kidnapping? Hello, ma'am. I'm sorry, but you just helped him plot a whole murder. What? So she thought she was just going to turn him in, throw him under the bus for the kidnapping, and he wasn't going to say anything about that murder? Oh, that's right. She probably thought he wouldn't say anything about it because he's the one that actually committed it. Yeah, well, you see how that worked out, right? So I would not go hunting with anyone named Winchester. Absolutely, I wouldn't either. They always weaponize their tears after the fact. Yes, woke one, this is absolutely what they do. Okay? Beatzilla says, hey, family, listen while on the road. Thank you, beloved. So with that all being said, that's the end of that nefarious tale. And clearly, she dug a hole for her own self. You know, like my grandmother used to say, when you dig one ditch, you better dig 2, because the first one you dug just might be for you. She should have never told about the kidnapping. I mean, after all, he did let her go eventually, didn't he? I don't know what is wrong with some people. That was clearly crazy. Sally B said exactly, like, where were you going? If you helped, I'm going to take you down with me. I'm singing like a canary. Okay? I mean, what was she thinking? So clearly she wasn't. Well, Jesus is Black, Christ says, tying up loose ends. Okay, absolutely. So with that all being said, Dan says, fix it, white Jesus. With that all being said, I'm going to conclude this broadcast. I'm coming back with one more, okay? And this one is even more nefarious than the first 2. Trust me when I tell you, I saved the best for last. So everyone, please like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Don't forget to click the notification bell and click the word all. And I hope to see you all right back in the next chats. Peace.